Trickster's Afterlife, a story I'm working on, has many things that I love: child abuse, murder, and magic. Since explaining the first two of those things would probably result in me accidentally revealing where I hid the bodies, we're talking about the third. Magic is made from energy. In non-living things, this happens incidentally, where lots of living things have evolved specifically to make lots of magic. So much like the quote-unquote water in water parks, most of the magic floating in the air in the afterlife was created inside living things. Magic people and animals have to get the energy for their magic from food, and magic abilities are largely hereditary, so there's a lot of natural selection with which abilities get passed down for generations, since they've got to be worth the fact that having them means you need to eat more. For those who don't know what natural selection is, kidnap 100 people and notice how if you continuously subject them and their descendants to basement experiments aside, once magic exists, it can either be turned into energy or used to mess with the properties of existing material. The magic has to actually be in contact with the material to change it and is absorbed into it during the process, and when magic is turned into energy, that energy is made where the magic is. Finally, things can't control magic that isn't inside their bodies outside of special circumstances, similar to how it's only under special circumstances that the average British quote-unquote person brushes their teeth. Finally, magic abilities are enabled by wacky biology that either creates magic or obtains it in some special way, and then uses it to do magic things, not spells or magic being something that can be psychically controlled or anything else of the sort. Because of this, magic abilities are usually hereditary because the differences in someone's body that let them do magic things are caused by their genetics. So you can get whole species where all of them have the same magic abilities, or on smaller scales, you'll find subspecies, ethnicities, or just families and bloodlines where some or all of them have the same abilities. If someone has a magic ability, odds are they inherited it from one or both of their parents, and there are plenty of relatives out there with the exact same or similar abilities. Exceptions to this are generally the results of mutations with genetic combinations, body modifications, or someone's body being fucked with by a weird disease or some fucked up chemical. That said, any of these is more likely to either do nothing or give you a health problem rather than give you a superpower, kind of like how it is up here on Earth if you try and get bitten by a radioactive spider. So let's see how this would make one ability in the afterlife different to its closest equivalent in a typical fantasy setting, and for the sake of simplicity and the fact that I love setting houses on fire, we're doing fire powers. Magic turns into or merges into things where it is and cannot be remotely controlled. So summoning a fireball a few inches from your hand and launching it at your enemy isn't a thing. Instead, we get the Bridgilds. Bridgilds have a special organ where a normal person's appendix would be. This special organ makes special fuel with magic infused into it that makes it more powerful, and that fuel is taken by the blood to the Bridgild's freckles. A Bridgild's freckles are basically flamethrowers, and Bridgilds can also use them like jet engines to launch themselves around. So a Bridgild in a fight can either burn their enemy to a crisp by using their freckles like flamethrowers, or use their freckles like jet engines to just, for example, fire up the freckles on the back of their elbows and eggs to give you a rocket-powered ass beating. In short, these are the kind of abilities you'd expect to see in an oddly well thought out sci-fi superhero thing, but made possible by magic. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, or else I'll rip your stomach out and force you to eat it.
But wait! There's more!
Now, there are more things to say about magic, but most of them, like you, lack connection and aren't that significant, so we're ending the video with a quickfire round. Magic does cool stuff on its own, not just in living things. Magic earthquakes, special substances that can only exist because of magic, and other magic things would keep happening if everything in the afterlife dropped dead or stopped existing. Magic fucks up electricity because it makes magnetic fields. Electric devices that actually work are pretty much impossible to make. This is great for stopping otherworlders, people from Earth who appear in the afterlife when they die, from being a cheat code for cool technology. Magic magnetism also means compasses don't work and makes thunderstorms more intense. Magic makes the following substances randomly explode when exposed to air: coal, gas, oil, and gunpowder. This makes mining very dangerous, metal harder to smell, and is great for stopping otherworlders from being a cheat code for cool technology. Earthquakes are sometimes caused by underground reserves being exposed to the air and exploding, or earthquakes will open these reserves and then be made more intense by them. Magic cannot break the law of conservation of momentum, which is a funny way of saying you can't just move yourself around like Superman, a Jedi using the Force on themselves, or my mate Larry whenever he gets that good kush. Summons convert magic energy into kinetic energy for super strength, but they can't make themselves fly with it. There are magic people and creatures that can fly, it's just that they need either thrust or weightlessness to do it. Most importantly is that magic isn't the only thing making weird shit happen in the Trickster's afterlife. Otherworlders appearing in the afterlife doesn't involve magic at all, nor does the existence of places that are larger on the inside than the outside, nor time going 36.5 times faster in the afterlife than on Earth, nor any of the logic-defying anomalies that are all over the story. Thank you for enjoying this video, and yet another reminder, I am going to kill you if you don't like and subscribe.